Okay, let's talk about the future, but not the distant flying cars kind of future. I'm talking about 2026. It's right around the corner, and the tech that's going to define it isn't science fiction anymore. It's already here, it's developing fast, and it's about to totally reshape how we work, live, and yeah, even how we think. So let's get into it. So 70%. What if I told you that by 2026, AI could automate up to 70% of the stuff you do at work every day? And look, that's not some wild guess. It's a real projection based on what's happening right now. It's a huge, huge shift. But honestly, it's just the beginning. It's just one piece of a much bigger puzzle. So the big question is, what else is on the horizon? Well, we've dug through all the research, and we've managed to boil down 17, really key trends into one single clear story for you. And we're going to start where most of us spend a huge chunk of our time, the workplace. All right, first up, let's talk about work. AI is doing way more than just making our spreadsheets run faster. I mean, it's forcing us to completely rethink who or, what is actually doing the work. And you can see how this thing is escalated, right? It's like a three-step process. First, we got these low-code platforms that let pretty much anyone build simple tools. Then we moved on to automating whole processes by, linking those tools together. And now we're at the final stage, just straight up delegating really complex projects to AI agents that can handle it all on their own. And get this isn't just theory, it's happening right now. The numbers are pretty mind-blowing. By 2026, we're looking at 75%, 3/4 of all new apps being built with these low-code tools. Companies are already seeing a 65% cut in repetitive busy work just by using workflow automation. And then you've got AI agents like Devin, which can basically act like a full-on software engineer, building, debugging, and deploying a website all by itself. The big takeaway here is simple. We're shifting from AI as an assistant to AI as an autonomous worker. Okay, so where does this all go from here? Well, this kind of intelligence isn't just staying locked inside our laptops. Nope, it's spilling out into the real, physical world, and it's creating this smarter, more automated environment literally all around us. Remember the first Internet of Things? The smart speakers, the fitness trackers, they were cool, for sure, but they were all kind of doing their own thing. IoT 2.0? It's a whole different ballgame. Now we're talking about massive interconnected systems. Think about Singapore's traffic grid. It's smart enough to adjust itself in real time to get rid of traffic jams. Or think about these huge, fully automated warehouses where everything is tracked and moved with basically zero human help. We've gone from just having smart gadgets to building out smart infrastructure. But to actually work in this new smart world, you need a different kind of machine. And that's exactly where humanoid robots come into the picture. I mean, the whole reason they're designed to look like us is so they can operate in spaces that were built for people, using the same tools we use. It just makes sense. And listen, they're not coming soon, they're already here. This is not a prediction, it's what's happening today. BMW putting figure AI robots on their car manufacturing lines. Amazon using Agility Robotics DigitBot in their warehouses. And yeah, even Tesla's Optimist is already doing basic tasks in the factory. It's like humanoid robots have officially punched the clock and started their first day on the job. Okay, so that's our jobs and the world around us. Let's pull the focus in a bit closer. I mean, way closer to home. The next big revolution is all about personal tech. It's happening on our devices, in our houses, and get this, even inside our own bodies. Think about it. For years, AI was kind of trapped inside specific apps, right? You had to open that one app to use it. Well, now it's breaking out. It's being baked right into the operating system itself. You've got Microsoft's Copilot in Windows. You've got Apple's new stuff for macOS. What this means is your whole computer is becoming an intelligent teammate. It can summarize a long document, draft an email, or even whip up an image for you, and you never have to open a special program to do it. And it's not just our computers. Our wearables are getting a massive upgrade too. They're going way beyond just counting your steps. I'm talking about devices from Aura and Whoop that are basically 24/7 health monitors. They're tracking your stress, your sleep, even picking up tiny changes in your skin temperature that could mean you're about to get sick. The goal isn't just to throw a bunch of data at you anymore. Now it's about using AI to give you these little personalized nudges that can actually help you improve your health. And the impact this is having on healthcare is just profound. Check out this quote. It's from research done by Google's DeepMind. Their AI can look at a simple scan of your retina and spot over 20 different diseases. And the craziest part, it can sometimes spot them earlier than a human doctor ever could. I mean, for early diagnosis and prevention, that is a total game changer. All right, now we're getting into what might be the most out there trend of all, the brain-computer interface, or BCI. And yep, it is exactly what it sounds like. We're talking about a direct communication line between the electrical signals in your brain and an outside device. It's basically the ultimate user interface. And this is the moment it went from sci-fi to reality for everyone. In early 2024, the very first human patient with a Neuralink implant showed they could control a computer cursor on a screen just by thinking about it. No hands, no mouse, just thought. That is a truly monumental leap. But look, it's really about so much more than just moving a cursor around. You've got other companies like Synchron using different, less invasive types of BCIs to help people with paralysis communicate again, or control assistive devices. The real mission here isn't just tech for tech's sake. It's about restoring abilities and reconnecting people with the world around them. So you might be asking, what's the engine behind all of this? What's making all this stuff possible? Well, for our final section, let's look at the foundational tech, the new computing backbone that's holding all of this up. Okay, a huge piece of this puzzle is something called Edge AI. For the longest time, AI meant your device had to send your data up to some big, powerful server in the cloud to get processed. Not anymore. Thanks to these crazy powerful new chips from Apple, Qualcomm, and Intel, your phone, your laptop, even your car can handle complex AI stuff right there on the device itself. That means it's faster, and you don't even need to be connected to the internet. And you know what? There's a really great side effect to doing all this processing locally. Way better privacy. I mean, if your personal data never has to leave your phone to be analyzed, it's just naturally going to be more secure, right? This whole trend, plus new regulations like GDPR, is really pushing AI to be built with privacy in mind from the very start. And then there's the next big frontier, quantum computing. It's hard to even describe the potential power here. These machines could have processing power that just absolutely dwarfs anything we have today. Now, it's still early, for sure, but companies like IBM are making huge strides. They're trying to solve these enormous problems, like discovering new medicines or revolutionizing logistics that are just flat out impossible for even the best supercomputers we have now. And of course, the thread that's woven through almost everything we've talked about is generative AI. It's pretty much becoming the default way we create things. Whether it's text models like GPT-4 or image and video tools from companies like Adobe, AI isn't some cool new gimmick anymore. It's just a standard part of how we work and create. So when you take all these different threads, the automation, the robots, the personal AI, the new computing power, and you start to see how they're all merging together, it leaves us with a pretty big question. Are we just building smarter tools for us to use? Or are we actually building a smarter world? A world that thinks and learns and collaborates right alongside us. It's definitely something to think about as we head towards 2026.